Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today, in this video, I am going to take care of my nails and also will show you the contents of this bag. Some of you might have seen this bag before when I shared with you some of the nail polishes that I had, but since then I bought several colors, and I would like to show them to you. So let's take a look. This is the light that I've used for quite a long time. See, it's already all scuffed, but what I do with it, it's a regular book light. It is rather flexible, as you can see. There is a button on top. Turn it on like that, and it lights up anything that's underneath like that. So it's quite useful in doing nails, although today we have quite a bit of light available. So that's number one. Let's take a look at some of the colors. I also have regular clippers, nail file. It's not a very good one, but there's one that I have. Hopefully it's in here. So as you can see, I have several of them. So now I'm gonna put this down and share with you some of the colors that I got. So this is a new color. Most of my nail polishes from Essie, I find that their nail polishes are longer lasting than others, so I like it. Let's take a look at this one. This is Essie Bear With Me 1003, and we'll take a look. That's what the color looks like. So it's has a bit of a pinkish shade, but it's very neutral, as you might be able to see. Another one that I got was this one. This is, I don't really know, there's some purple to it, there's some pinkish color as well, and this is called Bahama Mama. Bahama Mama. This is 400. A very rich color, and it does require several layers, as you might imagine, but very, very pretty. Interestingly enough, it does not leave any discoloration on nails either. Another one is this one. I've had this for a little while. This is another neutral. This is Urban Jungle 876, and it comes with a little booklet over here. I'm not sure what this is all about. There's some ingredients in tiny, tiny letters, and yeah, I did not read that. But this color is almost white. I don't know if it's, and it doesn't have any pearl to it. It's just pure white. I think you could actually use it on nail tips for those ladies from who remember the when the tips, that when we would color them a different shade, a different color. That's where it was popular quite a bit. So this probably would be very suitable for that. Now it's a little bit chalky, meaning that there's a little bit of a grayish type of tint to it, but other than that, I would certainly use it for that. The next color you probably have seen if you watched other videos of mine, and this is Fondant of You 1928. This is a very beautiful summer color. It's this coral beauty. I've used it quite a while, and I just love how it looks on nails. It's not the color that you would regularly wear at work, just if you work, I guess, in some areas where you can, but it's not as conservative as others. The next one is this. I've had this for a while, and actually I'm not a big fan of it. I'm gonna turn this on. I guess this one doesn't have writing in white. Okay, so this one is Essie Beach Bum Blue 736. So this color, it's there's some blue to it. There is certainly some green to it as well. Very bright, beautiful color, as you could see. Very nice color, but it's very specific. You have to wear something of similar nature with it, in similar color tones, so that it doesn't look kind of outrageous. Not even outrageous. I don't think this is the right word, but it's certainly very bright and colorful. Another one that's bright and colorful is this. This is a very beautiful color. It's called Eclair My Love 1929, and this color is rather beautiful. It's a beautiful summer color. It has a little bit of reddish, pinkish, and a little bit of Bordeaux. Very rich, and I can imagine myself wearing a pink dress with this pinkish, coralish kind of color. Very beautiful and attracts attention for sure. Now back to some neutrals. This color is also brand new. It's called Wild Nude 1005. And this color, it's very subtle, neutral, obviously, as you can see. It doesn't have as much of a pinkish tint as this one does. It has a little bit of more of a tan type of color. It's a bit darker, perfect with any kind of tan dress or really any kind of clothing, just because the tan, this type of neutral color, goes with anything. Nude really is the perfect definition for this. The next color is also one of the colors that I've had for a little while, and there's a little bit of separation to it, but if you shake it, it really has a very nice consistency. So this is a blank or blanc, however you pronounce, 008. So this white compared to this, if you can see, this one has a little bit of grayish tone. Here it's pure white. Now, let's open it up. This requires quite a few layers, and it's going to be perfect for those white tips. 008. Very beautiful color. Sometimes I put it on a full nail and just wear it alone without anything else. Again, it's perfect to wear with a white dress, or just really anything. White or black or nude really goes with any kind of outfit. Next one is another tan color, and you'll see that some of them appear to be the same, but they're not. This one is Saint Tropez 668. So this color is definitely darker. It has, take a look at, compare this one and this one. I'm going to put them together like that. So you can see that this one is a little bit closer to the pinkish, and this one is more like this white, or really off-white. It has a little bit more of this grayish tint to it compared to some kind of a pinkish warm color. This still is well, pink is really nice, a cool color, but in combination with the tan or gray, it creates the different type of warmth or cold type of tint to the nail polish. So this one is definitely feels a little bit warmer than this. Now, and I'll show you another one that's very kind of similar. This one, well, I didn't tell you about. Did I tell you about this? Yeah. This one is Skinny Dip 1001. And this color certainly has a lot of pink. So this is lighter pink, but it's still kind of neutral. It's very, very faded pink. Even children could wear this very nicely. Very neutral, very peaceful, very quiet. You can wear it really with anything. Another neutral that I have, I know I'm a big fan of neutrals. Topless and Barefoot 665. So let's see, this one is, let's compare them. Okay, let me move this over here, and this we can put over here. So let's see, this one has certainly more pink. So pink kind of increases right along here, right? This one is by far the pinkish color. Bear with me. And it is still very neutral, very calm, very peaceful, but a little bit more of a quirk to it, a little bit more pinkish. Yet it is a rather rich color, where it's kind of there's some sand to it, yellowish type of color, right? Alright, next one. Next one is this one. I use it quite a bit. This is also white, It's called Sweet Souffle 1924. I'm gonna move this one here and place one here. So what's the difference between this one and this one? Now this is the lightest one probably. This one is just a shade darker. There's a little bit of impurities in them. Yet this has pearl type of color. So if you can see, I don't know if you can, but it has some shine to it. So it's not fully either matte or just one color. If you put it on your nail, it certainly has some it certainly shows the sun reflects much nicer. Okay, let's see what else I have. So this one, I think it's the same. No, it's not. Okay, so let's make some space. Move this down here. And this one is Tarte Deco. Yep, and this one is Fondant of You 584. Very nice colors, kind of similar to this one. In fact, if I was to think, what is the difference between the two? And camera may show a little bit different, so forgive me. But I think this one is a little bit darker, just one shade darker. And this one is just a richer color, while this one is a little bit lighter. But really, other than that, they certainly are very, very similar. Although the color, I don't know how Essie really does their color coding, because they're so far apart. As you can see, 1928 versus 584. So there's certainly some interesting dynamics and some discrepancy. You would think they would be closer together on that line, right? But I guess not. Let's take a look at another one. So this one was my favorite one, and I don't know if this one at this point is already, if we could still use it, or maybe it's already kind of, yeah. Well, it has gotten much thicker than I would use, so I think this one, it's time for it to get rid of it. But I think I thought I had another one like this. I'm looking. Maybe not. I thought I had one like this. I used it up. Look, almost all of it is used up. Maybe 1/4 is left. And I usually kind of, as many people, leave quite a bit behind. This gold as it gets. And the number, I don't even know if there is any number here, but it was my favorite. It's very easy to apply, especially if you're one of those people who, like myself, who is not very good at nail care, nail polish application, and you just want to do a quick job. This one is very forgiving. And it looks beautiful on your nails, especially if you like jewelry with gold instead of silver. It reflects everything very nicely. I have another one, purple like this, very similar to this. This one is called Sexy Divide, and the number is 368. Very rich color. I used it quite a bit. The only issue with it is it does leave stain if on your nails if you don't apply any kind of base coat, which I never do, unfortunately. But this one will leave stain. Couple of others. This is a brand new as well. It's called Forever Yummy 488. Very beautiful, very rich. compared to this one. It has some elements of coral in it, but it's darker, it's richer, it's more, it really wants to yell, I am here. So, very beautiful color also. Another one, similar, and kind of very similar to this one, right? Has pinkish, so this was one watermelon. 264 watermelon. This one is a little bit darker than this, right? Richer, but not as rich as this one. Definitely not as rich. Have a couple of other ones. This one I haven't really used. It came from the same collection as this. As you can see, they're very similar. This one is much richer, has a little bit more green in it versus blue. It's called Trophy Wife. Trophy Wife. And it's 744 number. But again, like I said, I haven't really used it too much, and it also does stain a little bit. I have another one. This one is Go Overboard, and this one is 740. So again, from the same collection, 744, 740. And this one is much darker. It doesn't have as much pearl to it. Dark, effective, and very specific to what else you could wear with. So again, not my favorite. I haven't used it. And this one, I bought it once, but honestly, I don't like it at all. In fact, probably it's time to get rid of it. It's a darker brown. It doesn't hold on that well either. I'm not sure if it's something with this color. It's called Rep Style. Rep Style. I can't even tell you the number because there are a few numbers, but none of them really represent the number of the nail polish. Okay, this one I've had for a while, and I probably should get rid of it, but it's a beautiful pink color with a little bit of purple. Silvo Play, I think that's how you pronounce 1927. Very, very beautiful. Lots of sparkle, lots of character, and and also very neutral to wear at work as well. So very nice. And finally, one last. This one actually I liked, and I wore quite a bit. This one is turquoise and Kaiko's 720. It has a very nice color. It wears well, but again, it's like one of those greenish colors that you need to wear with something specific. Otherwise, it seems like you're just. But it's a great summer color for sure. Okay, so I think this is it. I do have this color, and I got this from a pharmacy. It's a top coat, supposed to be rapid dry. Well, it's not, so I really don't use it. So let's see which one. I definitely want something that is neutral today, but I do want some pink as well. So maybe today, you know what? I'm gonna use up this one. I'm gonna do that just because I want to get rid of it, but I still want to use it up. So I'm putting all of these back in that bag. I'm trying not to be awfully loud, but I know that some of you like this type of sound, right? Very unique. It's glass bottles that are very thick actually. They are just rubbing together like that. something about the sound. But let's put them away in the bag. Now, although I have so many different colors, I am not very good at taking care of my nails. In fact, I'm pretty terrible at that. So forgive me if I don't know what I'm doing. So first what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna straighten things out and file my nails a little bit. Okay, I broke one nail just today, so my nails are quite short, as you can see. I don't really like long nails, nor can I keep them long. They break very easily. Okay. So this nail polish, this nail file has two sides. One a little bit rougher than the other. And so I do like a quick kind of filing job to make sure that they're kind of the same length. And then I use this just to get rid of some of the areas that, some of the dead skin. Okay. I know that nail technicians do it much nicer, much quicker, but you know, I don't know, I used to go to get my nails done in the past, and maybe I should again, but I just don't like people handling my hands. Isn't that weird? Handling hands. I do enjoy a good massage, but not necessarily when somebody approaches me with these sharp tools and an attempt to do something. It just makes me a little bit worried about, you know, any wrong movement and you end up with a cut. And I generally, if I go to a nail salon, I bring my own tools, just for infection control reasons, regardless how reputable the salon is. I don't know. I'm gonna use this a little bit because my nails have these waves, right? And they're not perfectly flat. Like that. It basically kind of evens it out, then you smooth it out. Basically 4 steps. Just a little bit of a leftover nail polish, but it's going to be pretty much invisible. Always good to smooth it out on the sides as well. Yep, like that. Smooth, buff, and then the final is really polish to give it a little bit more shine. Okay, this will work. I'll do the same with this one, so it certainly could be time consuming. and smooth it out. And above, polish. Again, nothing overly scientific or overly professional. We'll do the same with this finger as well. Just because this one is always the biggest offender. Very, it doesn't have much of a shape to it, so like that. So first, and this one has quite more inconsistent waves to it, or where the surface is a little bit less. So it's hard when you start applying nail polish to it, because then you have to apply several layers to even the color out, because the color kind of penetrates the deeper levels, and you might be able to see it not with this nail polish but with other nail polishes that have a little bit more. This one is a pretty, like I said, forgiving, but not others that I used where the ideal color is just a very uniform, but what you see is actually the nail, the wavy pattern of the nail instead. And so for those colors, doing smoothing out the nail, evening out nail beds is really, I think, is the key. Like on these fingers, there's some of that as well, but at least those are not as bad, so I can get away with just a few strokes like that, and some smoothing out like that, buffing, and a quick polish. So that's really it. So what I'm gonna do now, okay, alright, so I'm gonna just see if I can get some of this nail polish from the walls here. There are some metal balls in the bottom to, like, normally you would shake it for better application, but in this case we're just gonna go quickly with applying this nail polish, because it is so dry already that it really dries up quickly. But you can see I don't have to be precise with this particular color, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I could just, like I said, very forgiving, easy to apply. It's kind of like a base coat, but with sparkles, and it really dries fast. It lasts, even if you chip off a little bit, you don't really notice, because it's such faint. It just gives you a hint that there is something on your nails, not necessarily the full color, but that hint is, while very mellow and hardly visible, it just gives some character to the nail instead of just being bland. So that's where I enjoyed so much. Again, this nail polish was already kind of dry, which is why most likely I'm gonna just get rid of it right after this application. But I do want to do 2 layers to make sure that the sparkles are a little bit more visible, like that. They will take a little bit longer to dry, but it shouldn't be an issue. Like that for the big nail. right here. Yep. And this is beautiful with a gold dress or a yellow outfit. Just gives a little bit of hint of summery feel. So I would certainly, this is one of the nail polishes that I would repurchase. And I can't say the same about too many of them because few of them actually have this character, but with this one, you certainly have that. Okay, and let's get the final here, like that, a little bit more, perfect. Okay, now it's just the time to wait and let it dry. That's the hardest part for me. I don't know about you, but I always feel like I need to do something right after I apply some nail polish. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and it was maybe somewhat relaxing. Maybe you could see the colors that you want to order and use yourself. In the meantime, as always, stay good to one another, be kind to each other. Goodbye.